if I could not hear tomorrow, I'd be very upset. It has a need to want to hear. It has a need. He has a need. My nose has a need to smell. If you put a flower right next to me and I go, oh, I've got the flu, I can't smell anything, I get upset by that because I really want to smell that. So that is like a stomach. Your nose is like a stomach. He has an appetite. He wants to smell. Your eyes like an appetite. He wants to see. All of these things and all other creatures are exactly like you. So all of these things that they require and that they need, but their hands cannot reach. That they cannot reach. Think about it this way, right? Alright, we can understand your eyes, your nose and everything else. Makes sense. You come out. But the internal part of you, in this darkness being made, my lungs are being made inside the mother's tummy, right? Those lungs come out into the atmosphere. And those lungs are made in accordance to the atmosphere. Perfectly. 21% oxygen.
Pressure as well.
21% pressure, everything. 21%. If it's 23, 24% oxygen, it won't work. So your lungs are made according to the oxygen in the universe. So whoever made the universe and the oxygen that he allows you to breathe is the same one who made your lungs according to that universe. Or vice versa. Whoever made that lung has made the universe and the air and oxygen that's there for that particular reason. So everything that is created in accordance to that purpose and it's perfect. And it's perfect for that. You've been given eyes, and the way that in which your eyes function is perfect. Now, too much or too little of anything is going to ruin you. Let's say, like I see, right? If I can see a little more than what I do now, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to start to see microscopic creatures. There's microscopic creatures on my hand right now, on my eyebrows, on your hair, in the air that we breathe right now, and they are scary looking things. Can you imagine if Allah allowed for us to see a little bit more? We think that, oh yeah, you know, it'd be nice to see more. It's not. The balance has been given perfectly. If you see any more, no good. If you see any less, no good. Hearing, the same thing. Imagine if you can hear more decibels than what we can hear now. Right? Then, from like 100 kilometers away, a dog is barking. You can hear it in your head. A little cockroach is making noise outside. You can hear it. That would be torture. No one can be able to sleep. So not only does He give you ears, and then gives you an amount of hearing, and gives you all these pleasures of being able to receive enjoyment from hearing, but the measure is perfect. The measure is perfect. Perfect hearing, perfect seeing, perfect smelling, perfect touch, perfect everything. Everything is made in accordance with harmony, balance, and perfection. So now, one who creates such perfection has to be perfect himself. It's very simple. One who can create such perfect balance has to be balanced, just. That's where the word haq comes from. Haq means to balance everything perfectly. To be no imbalance, to be no injustice is perfection. Now, their hands cannot reach and secure, in other words, assistance comes to them. Imagine a tree in the middle of the desert. Imagine how many things that a tree needs. It needs nutrients. Where does it get that from? From dry soil. From dry soil. It goes and depths the root system goes around like an octopus trying to get nutrients for itself. Nutrients are brought to its feet. It's sitting there. The nutrients are brought to its feet. Now the tree needs rain. The tree needs rain. Where's it going to get it from? Allah sends it from the skies. And not only does it, okay, if the rain fell, but it fell 50 meters that way, and the tree standing here, it's no good for the tree, it's still going to die. So falling rain means nothing. You know what Allah does? He sends the assistance of the rain, and so the wind, to blow the rain according to exactly where the tree is going to be, and it comes right to its feet. It doesn't have to go anywhere, and it drinks at its feet. Where? From the skies. What's wind? Unseen, unknown. You can't taste it. You can't smell it. You can't touch. You can't do nothing. Where does this thing come from? Assistance. Moves the rain. Go there. Go here. Cleans the place. Gives us oxygen. Blows things away. Now, the one who brings assistance to such a, or almost like basically we could say, such a less significant creature like a tree in the middle of the desert, obviously he's not going to leave us, which is the most important creature of his existence, without without assistance, without sending things to our feet. Not only does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send us the rain and the wind and the nutrients, but He doesn't give us just salt and things like that to eat. He gives us millions of varieties of foods. The variety of foods that are given is in accordance to our needs. We need it and we want it. Whatever you want, Allah can give you more of it. You can't even imagine what you can, like whatever you can imagine, He gives to you. Whatever you can imagine. Why He made the imagination is because He wants you to think beyond what you already have so that you can want it more. For example, Allah says, imagine a realm where you didn't have to die. And you go, yeah, I'd love to be there. He says, okay, I've got it ready for you. But there's conditions. Imagine a realm where you're never going to get sick again. And the guy goes, yeah, I'd love that. Everything that you say that I love is prepared for you and it's called Jannat. But in million folds, 10 million folds more better than what you can imagine. Which is called heaven. The power of these needy beings is insufficient for even the smallest of those endless things that they wish for. They cannot meet their needs. They cannot meet their needs. How is an ant going to secure its needs? A creature that gets crushed underneath the feet of the person. Their food, their housing, their defense mechanism, their everything, their conditions of living beautifully in this world is all given to them. But how can they secure this? How much power do they have that they can possess this? No power. They don't need any power. What power does a worm have? It goes into an apple, turns to the right, beautiful food. Turns to the left, food. Goes down, food, up, food. Everywhere is food in the apple for him. What power does a worm have? Allah, yeah. And it's gone. But he is nurtured, so the smallest creatures are more nurtured, are more protected, more well looked after than the ones that are stronger. So we can say, coming from this, we gave the example last week, I think or 2 weeks ago, we said that what makes a lioness have a baby cub, right? The baby cub is brand new, fresh food, nice soft meat, but it doesn't eat its baby cub. It's a beast. It should eat the baby cub, it's nice fresh meat. It doesn't. It leaves the baby cub, runs after some other animal, rips it, tears it apart, chews it. In the middle of winter time, there's not much food left. He grabs it, puts it in its mouth, grabs the food, and runs all the way back home. Doesn't eat it. He goes and spits it out, right in front of the baby cub, and the baby cub eats, and the mother just watches. What makes the beast do this? What makes the beast do this is what we call compassion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts compassion in the heart of the lioness, of the monster, of all other creatures. What makes a chicken jump in front of a lion to save its baby chicks is again the same compassion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts in the heart of those creatures. So whoever places those things in their hearts is making the mother hen protect the baby chick, is making the lioness starve and bring food and to the assistance, running to the assistance of the baby calf. So that means it's not the fittest of it's not the survival of the fittest, it's the opposite. It's the survival of the weakest. The weakest are the strongest in the universe. A baby has to only point its finger and it will have all of us running to its assistance. A baby goes, everyone runs. Change his nappy, do this, do that.